Hey there, first graders. How you doing? Good job making sure you get all of your afternoon jobs done. Today, we are going to be working on some science, and you're probably wondering, Miss Wilhelm, why are you wearing sunglasses when you're inside? Well, great question. Sunglasses are a great tool that we use to protect our eyes from the sun. That's right. And today in science, we are going to be learning all about the sun. So if you have some sunglasses at home you want to put on for the video, go right ahead, pause the video and go grab them. But today, this is what you're going to need for science. I need you to grab your science book with the bear on it. And then I need you to make sure you have a pencil. Miss Wilhelm is going to be using a black marker so that you can easily see it on the computer screen. And then it would always be nice to have some sort of highlighter. So you could choose a real highlighter, you could choose a yellow or an orange marker, maybe you have a yellow crayon, whatever works best for you. If you need a minute to go grab those things, that is a-okay. Go ahead and pause the video. If not, let's keep going. All right, well, there's my science book. Go ahead and open your science book up to page 114. That's going to say 114. It will look just like that number. You will see some alligators up top. You will see a star-filled sky. You'll see a picture of the sun, and that's how you know when you're in the right place. If you need to pause to find the page, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, page 114. Okay, so today, let me get my Post-it out of the way. Your lesson in your science book is lesson 1, what is the sun? So that means the main idea is going to be to learn about the sun. It says, I will know ways the sun helps and harms things on the earth. And the word to know is the sun. Now, a lot of you probably already know that word, but we're going to learn a little bit more about the sun today. Now, I always like to start at the very top with this picture that says envision it. It says circle what the sun warms. So you can use your highlighter or your pencil, either works for me. And I want you to think about the sun. When the sun is shining down from the sky, what is it warming up in this picture? I can see the backs of these alligators are looking quite warm. Yep, you're right. The sun is warming those animals. The sun is also warming the plants around it, because I don't know if you know this yet, you'll learn it today, that plants need the sun to grow. Now, this is also something special. The sun is warming the water that the alligators are in. That way it's not really, really cold, right? Good job. Okay, make sure you have all those things circled, and then we're going to move along. Now on page 114, we see a My Planet Diary, and it's all about the invention. And this, I don't know if you can tell, is the invention that we're talking about. And hopefully you might even know what that invention is already just by looking at the picture. So get those pointer fingers ready, first grade, and point along and read with me if you can. Scientists use telescopes to observe the night sky. The first telescope was invented by Hans Lippershey. Hans Lippershey invented the telescope over 400, yep, that's right, 400 years ago. Newer telescopes can help you see things in more detail, so they're probably a little bit stronger. People have made many discoveries using telescopes. So again, this is a telescope, and I want you to pause and kind of wait for a minute and just think about it. Have you ever used one? Have you ever seen one? Do you know what they do? Kind of look at your background knowledge. What do you already know about them? And then we're going to look at the question. It says to write what you would observe with a telescope. And observe is kind of a fancy science word for what would you see, look at, and study with a telescope. Now, hopefully you're yelling out of your computer the things that you know telescopes look at. Now, for example, I know just from this picture, telescopes look at stars. But I also know, because we're learning about the sun and because I have also been to first grade, I know telescopes can also look at planets. So I say we write that together. So go ahead and grab your pencil. As a reminder, I'm using marker, but you are using pencil so that if we make mistakes, we can erase. And I'm going to say, what would you observe with the telescope? I'm going to say stars, S-T-A-R-S, and I'm going to write kind of small so I can fit the whole word, planets. Now, for those of you that can't see it, it's a little dark, P-L-A-N-E-T-S. If you need to pause to finish writing, go ahead and hit that pause button. Otherwise, we're going to keep going because we're going to be learning about the sun on page 115. Okay, pointer fingers are ready? You're reading with me. The nearest star. Whoa, let's pause. What does nearest mean? What? Oh, yes. It means closest. So it says a star is a big ball of hot gas. What? The sun is a star. Hey, that's pretty cool. The sun is the star that is nearest to the earth. So it's closest to the earth. The sun is bigger than earth. What? The sun is bigger than the earth? This is crazy talk. The sun looks small because it is far away. So I want you to think about it. The earth is pretty big. Now, if the sun is bigger, why does the sun look so tiny in the sky? Oh, because it's so far away, right? It's not anywhere close to us. And the farther things are away, the smaller that they look, right? So it says the sun looks small because it is far away. You can see the sun in the day sky. And this is an up-close picture of the sun. And I know that because when I look at the caption or the words right underneath a picture, this caption will tell me what's happening in the picture. And it says the sun is very hot and bright. Oh yes, very, very hot indeed. So now our cause and effect, first grade, it says, circle the words that tell you why the sun looks small. Now, hopefully you're saying it out loud right now to yourself. Why does the sun look small? Oh, yes. Because it is so far away. So I'm going to grab my highlighter. Yours might be a marker or a crayon or whatever. Or if you want to use your pencil, that's fine too. Circle the words that tell you why the sun looks so small. Well, we know the sun looks small because it is far away. So I'm going to grab my highlighter and I'm going to circle an entire sentence just because it's very important. The sun looks small because it is far away. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my cap back on my highlighter. I'm going to read this sentence one more time and then we're going to turn the page. If you need to pause for some extra time, go right ahead. The sun looks small because it is far away. All right, go ahead and turn the page with me. Ooh, page 116. Look at that bright sun. I missed that. Okay, it says, pointer fingers ready? Why we need the sun. The sun helps us. The sun warms the land. I want you to think about a hot summer day. Have you ever taken your shoes off outside and maybe the ground was kind of hot to step on? Or maybe you were walking on a beach and the sand was hot? That's because of the sun. The sun warms the water. Oh, this happens with pools and oceans. The water gets warmer the stronger the sun is. The sun warms the air. Oh, we know that for certain. Living things need heat from the sun. The sun lights earth. Oh, and we need light to see, right? Plants need light from the sun to grow. We use light from the sun to see. Oh, yes, we do. I need lots of light to see. Now, I'm going to look at the caption to this picture. It says, the sun makes the day sky bright. Ooh, that sky looks very bright. I'm jealous. Our question says, write one reason why living things need sun. Now, I know I'm a living thing, right? I'm alive, and I need sun for many, many reasons. But one most important reason is that so I can see, right, during the day. I want us to think about the other living thing that this section talked about. It talked about plants, and plants are living things. Why do plants need sun? If you look right here, plants need light or the sun to grow. So write one reason why living things need sun. I'm going to write plants, capital P, because I'm starting a sentence. Plants need sun. finger space. To grow. Grow. And then a period when I'm done at the end of my sentence. Plants need sun to grow. If you need more time to do that, go ahead and pause the video right here. Otherwise, let's keep going. I'm going to move over so you can see my next page a bit better. It's hard because my table space is not huge, but our next page, 117, the heading on this page, first grade, says out in the sun. Out in the sun. So it says the sun, pointer fingers ready, read them with me. The sun can harm us too. What? No way. It is important to be careful in the sun. Too much sun can hurt your eyes and skin. Oh, I think that's why Miss Wilhelm wore her sunglasses today. Sunscreen and a hat can protect you from the sun. Some sunglasses can protect your eyes from the sun. You should never look at the sun. I think most of us knew that, right? We want to protect our eyes. It says to underline one way the sun harms us. Now, I'm going to be a little bit of an overachiever here. I'm going to grab my highlighter and I'm not going to circle just one way that the sun can harm us. I'm going to circle all the ways. So, too much sun can hurt your skin and eyes. That way I know that both of the ways that the sun can hurt us. Oh, it said to underline. My mistake. Go ahead and underline those. Now the next one says to circle two things that can protect us from the sun. So first graders at home, I want you to start thinking, what protects Miss Wilhelm's or anyone's eyeballs from the sun? Sunglasses. Good. Go ahead and circle sunglasses. Now, what can protect your skin? You probably wear this whenever you go outside and play, especially if you're swimming. Sunscreen. That's exactly right. You got to wear that sunscreen to protect your skin. Go ahead and circle sunscreen. And then last, the top of our heads can be, and some of our face can be protected by a hat. So your skin and eyes can be hurt by the sun, but they can be protected by sunscreen, a hat, and sunglasses. All right, first grade, that is the last page on our lesson. So let me go ahead and switch the camera over so I can see you again. There you are. Don't worry, I still got my handy dandy sunglasses. Thank you so much for doing some fun science with me, and I hope you learned bunches about the sun. Remember, it's super important. Living things need it to grow, but also you need to be careful of the sun, right? You got to protect your eyes with the shades. You got to lather up that sunscreen, and it's always a good idea to wear a hat. All right, first grade, thank you for working so hard with me. Make sure you do the rest of your afternoon jobs, and I will see you later.